A group of Coca-Cola shareholders are threatening legal action over the company's diversity policy. They say the policy might actually be illegal and would require contracted law firms to violate anti-discrimination laws. NTD's Grace Coulter has the story.
Back in January, Coca-Cola required its outside law firms to use diverse attorneys for its legal work, or risk losing pay and business. The soda company demanded that at least 30% of paid legal work be done by people of color, LGBTQ people, women, and people with disabilities. Half of that quota must be black attorneys. But a group of concerned Coca-Cola shareholders are saying that these policies actually violate anti-discrimination laws and thus expose the company to liability, meaning the company could get sued.
There are any number of individuals discriminated against who could challenge such a thing. Any or all of those entities could bring suit against Coca-Cola, arguing that Coke had most clearly violated a provision of the Civil Rights Act of 1866. That was actually the very first civil rights statute passed by Congress. That's what they're violating, the very first civil rights statute.
Dan Mornoff is the executive director of the American Civil Rights Project. The public interest firm sent a letter to Coca-Cola earlier this month on behalf of the shareholders. One of their demands is that the company must publicly retract and scrap the policy. Mornoff says if Coke doesn't comply, they will have to take legal action.
I do certainly hope that Coca-Cola's officers and directors do what they should and bring the company back into compliance with American law, as well as with the consensus of a supermajority of Americans about what is right, and stops discriminating on the basis of race, ethnicity, sex, gender, and disability status. I hope that they do that. I hope that we don't have to bring courts into this in order to force them to do what they must know they should do. And if they don't, well, then we'll make them.
A spokesperson for Coca-Cola said the diversity policy is being reviewed, following the April resignation of Coke's top lawyer who came up with it. It's unclear if the policy is still being enforced upon law firms. Coca-Cola told NTD in an email that the company has nothing additional to share about the policy. Several major corporations across the country are adopting similar policies to Coke's and are implementing different forms of diversity quotas. Mornoff says this letter to Coca-Cola also serves as a warning to other corporations. He says if this matter ends up in court, the ruling could not only impact Coke, but also the other companies embracing these policies. Grace Coulter, NTD News.